KO Stay Running here with former LaSalle great DJ Principe, winner here at the Run4Kerri race, 1938, unofficially a great time. DJ, talk about the race. What was the intention coming into this race?
Thank you. I was really just trying to get a solid effort in. I wanted to be a little bit more consistent than last year. I went after the first mile money last year and was like, that's just not fun after that. So just wanted to stay controlled and just get a solid effort in. So I was super happy with it.
Were you pretty much leading from the beginning, and what type of splits were you running?
No, I didn't take over first until right after 3 miles. We had a guy, Will Sanders, go out pretty hard and grab the first few, and I was just like, you know what, honestly, I'm gonna do my thing. If he comes back to me, great, but I was trying to not let other people change the game plan for today too much.
Yeah, what were your thoughts on Will? He always goes for those money holes.
Yeah.
Money miles, so what were you thinking? All right, he's just gonna go for those?
I was kind of figuring if I gave him the first couple, he might kind of ease up a bit. I knew he was working pretty hard to get him, so I had a feeling at 3 miles he would change his pace pretty significantly, and it worked out for me. So.
How many years have you been running this? Because you've been running this since you were a little kid.
I was trying to figure that out the other day. I know I missed it one summer in 2019. I was up training in Colorado, but other than that, I've run it every single year. They've had it since my 8th grade year of middle school.
Since your 8th grade year,
yeah.
And I think I remember interviewing you after that
that was the first
race.
time you and I talked, I think. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So what is it about this race that keeps drawing you back? I kind of sort of know, but...
Yeah, I mean, for me and my dad, it's always just coming out here to support Scott. I mean, he's always been fantastic to me. He kind of gave me my first taste of getting to come into this back room and get to hang out with a bunch of really, really talented guys here growing up. So I've always really, really appreciated what he's done for us. Obviously, it's just such a good cause coming out here, so it's always a no-brainer for me. I'll be here as long as I'm in Rhode Island in the summer. So
DJ, you finished up your competitive years, right, at PC this past
Possibly.
year? Oh, possibly. Okay.
Yeah, there's a strong chance I'm still throwing a jersey on for indoor track.
Okay, so you have one more.
Yeah, we're still ironing some stuff out. So nothing's official yet, but we're working on getting some medical paperwork back. So yeah, I'm super excited for that if that works out. If not, I'm not stopping doing this anytime soon. I had such a fantastic year with Ray and the whole team this year that I feel pretty rejuvenated, for lack of a better word, to keep going at this. So.
Yeah, you got me moving on right to my next question. Yeah, talk about your year at PC. Seemed like you had a very strong year, breaking 4 minutes for the first time in the mile, and a lot of other things.
Yeah, I mean, this was the best year of training I have probably ever had, across every spectrum of it. Never run this many miles. I've never enjoyed it this much. I've never raced this well, this consistently. And I also didn't have the smoothest year ever too. So for me to, have a little hiccup in cross country, rebound from it really quickly. I had some weird health stuff pop up at the end of outdoor track, and honestly, having it not be a super smooth year, but it being a very mentally healthy, physically healthy year, rebounding from that, I was just this is all I could ask for. So I was really, really happy with it.
Yeah, well, what was the difference between Stanford and PC? I mean, was there a big difference?
Yeah, training is definitely a little different. I like to obviously the guys on the team always love to ask that and see what the deal is, and people ask it all the time. I do think I'm in a position now where just from understanding myself and my body and what I need to do, I think I could make it work anywhere this year. I just think I was able to focus on my stuff. Ray writes everyone's training for them. There is no I'm top 10 guys are all doing the same thing. So Ray sits down on a calendar and writes out my training every week. So I think a little bit more attention to detail to what works for me has been huge. A little bit more emphasis on miles and less emphasis on intensity has been huge. I know everyone loves all the flashy workouts these days, and that's great when you've been training consistently for a couple years, but for me, I just needed miles under my belt, and I was able to get that this year. It took a little bit of kind of working out the kinks in cross country. I feel I was fluctuating a lot. Some weeks I felt great and raced really well. Other weeks I felt terrible and just had no turnover. But once I built that up, I mean, I didn't have a single race in indoor track I wasn't happy with, and I think that's because of the consistent work we put in. So,
how many miles did he
It
move
fluctuates.
it up to?
I mean, I hit my first 100-mile week this year. I'd never done that before. I was consistently feeling really, really strong and comfortable in the 90s, and didn't feel like I was really like grasping at straws to get there. Yeah, so I mean, I knew my body would be ready for that once I gave it a chance to get there. I've been preparing for this, so it was just really nice to be in a situation where my coach trusted me to do it. He let my body take some time to get there, and it just started working fantastic. So.
And DJ, talking about indoor, how about breaking 4 minutes?
Yeah.
That had to be the highlight of your career.
Yeah,
Or at least one of them.
Yep, that's a race that I'll get like slightly emotional about every time I talk about it. It was something that took a whole life of its own my senior year of high school, and if I could give any advice to like any high school or young kid trying to do that stuff, it's to just not let it not be fun anymore trying to do it. I made it seem like the fate of the world was on every mile I ever ran from my senior year probably through most of college, and I think that's why I just like ran like I had lead blocks strapped to my feet most of those races.
Yeah.
It's just like I mean it's funny like talking about that race leading into it this year. I was just like, you know, all my high school friends were coming to the meet, and I think in years past that would make me super nervous, and I'd freak out and put a bunch of pressure on it, and there was just a change in mindset this year of like, this is gonna be awesome. Like, I've got all the support I could ever ask for at this race, and that race was important to do and get it done. And immediately afterwards, I was like, all right, that was great. I needed that. Took a second to like get emotional about it, and then I was like, I know I can run faster than that too. So excited to not worry about that barrier anymore and just see how fast I want to run.
Absolutely. Well, DJ, congratulations today. Congratulations through your career, but good luck and plans moving forward. Great job.
Thank you very much. Good to see you guys.